re-kick. First kick went out of bounds.
Make sure you're recording.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast on 956sports.com. I'm Carlos Romero along with David Fox as we're just getting started here at Phil Danaher Stadium for the first game of the football season for the Mercedes Tigers. We'll be bringing you live. We're not a live broadcast. It's against UI Hill Roads, but broadcast of the Mercedes Tigers all season long on 956sports.com. Right now, what you just saw there was just a nice return all the way to the 41-yard line for the Calallen Wildcats as they take that opening kickoff. Actually, the first kickoff went out of bounds. The second kickoff, they have the ball at the 41-yard line. So the Mercedes Tigers, they won the toss, and they elected to receive the kickoff in the second half. And here is a pass to the receiver, catches it inside the 25-yard line. And Calallen so far on the move here as they were getting closer to that red zone. David Fox joining our broadcast. Third year in a row, David Fox bringing you a little Mercedes Tigers football.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Carlos. Wouldn't have it any other way. We're here at the pristine stadium, Phil Danaher Stadium. Always nice to have a stadium named after a coach. While they're still coaching, that's an impressive little run that he's made. He's in the top 10 of winningest coaches still active in the state of Texas.
All right, so here we go. Second down play, and quarterback in trouble, trying to give it to his running back. We are a little delayed here in our broadcast and getting everything organized due to technical issues, but the running back there in the background brought down there. And so here we go.
Carlos, one of the names you're going to hear a lot is Shebo. That's the quarterback they had last year. They depended on him a lot. He passed for 518 yards. He also rushed for over 500 yards, so he's a double threat in the backfield.
All right, so here we go, and he is back there at quarterback. Shebo loses the football, ball on the ground. Tigers going to pick it up and running with it all the way back to the 50-yard line. Looks like one of the linebackers loses the ball there towards the end of the play, but they're going to call him down, and just a fantastic play there as one of the linemen in the background in a hurry to cause that fumble. And then the Mercedes Tiger, it looked like that was Tristan Gutierrez who picked that one up and returned it to right around the 50-yard line. It's Mercedes Tigers football.
That's exactly the kind of momentum you need in a game like this. Obviously a highly emotional game. I don't know if we got it on video at the beginning of the game where an announcement was made by the Calallen.
Well, they had the ball right here at the 50-yard line. That's exactly what the Tigers needed, was to pick up the football, create a turnover if possible, and here they do. They have the ball right here, and we'll talk a little bit about the tribute that they made to Isaiah Garza before the game even started. But right now, here we go, as it will be the quarterback there for the Tigers. Let's see who they have in there at quarterback. It's a little windy out here, and here we go, running with the football and carrying it. Looks like is that number 7, Daniel Martinez, carrying the football there, and he carries it to the 45-yard line. But there's a flag down on the play.
Yeah, it looks like a holding there in the backfield. First game of the season, first play of the season. That's to be expected. They're going to work the kinks out in the next couple of weeks before they start district play.
All right, so here we go, and this will be moving them back to the 40-yard line. And holding is the call right there. So here we go. Still at quarterback is Daniel Martinez. With the ball at the 40-yard line, running the Wildcat here and carrying the football, crossing the 40-yard line is Martinez, and he's brought down for about a 1-yard gain there. It'll be second down and about 9 yards to go.
Martinez trying to get over on the left side of the ball, but defensive end for Calallen doing a great job there of stuffing that hole real quick.
we go. Once again, Martinez going to run it this time to the right-hand side, and Calallen's there, and nothing doing for the Mercedes Tigers. They're going to bring up third down here and a long ways to go. They got to get all the way to the other 40-yard line for a first down.
They've got obviously the wind behind them. You can hear the wind howling in our microphones. Should be easy to get a pass off, and if they're unable to get the first down, they should be able to get a decent punt and pin Calallen in deep in their own territory.
All right, so here we go on a third down and long. New quarterback in here now. They talked about Presas coming in as quarterback, and I believe that's him. He is a big boy coming in there. Rene Presas, junior quarterback in now, under center, with 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the outside. So he's got 5 wide receivers, and he's got a long ways to go. Has to get to the other 40-yard line, and Presas looking down the field, has a receiver in and out of the hands right at the 45-yard line. Would have been short of the first down possibly, but Gilbert Vela out of the backfield had an opportunity to make the catch there, but he dropped that one.
What about Presas coming off the bench nice and cold and just delivers an absolute dart right on the money as Vela's crossing on a little post pattern.
As you can tell, it is a little bit windy there, so the Tigers in this first half will have the win going with them here in the first quarter. And Presas threw that one, like you said, David. It's a really nice fastball right down the middle. A lot of velocity on that one. Vela just unable to hold on to it. And that's understandable. First game of the season, and you're over here with a team like the Calallen Wildcats. That's one of those teams that is a perennial powerhouse. And here come the Tigers punting this one away. Going to be a punt, hits around the 40-yard line, and Calallen will get the ball right around the 38-39.
Again, getting back to the offense by Calallen, that's obviously led by Schiebel. 518 yards last year. Long pass of the season was 65 yards. He had 9 touchdowns. And he's also a double threat, as I mentioned earlier. He put up 500 and some yards in rushing as well. And he's also a receiver. He caught a pass for 35 yards. So this kid is one of those multi-talented Deion Sanders type players in the backfield.
All right, so dual threat quarterback Schiebel. And there's a Calallen Wildcats coming out. Full maroon pants, maroon tops, white helmets there. It says Cats right across the side. Tigers coming up looking like a blitz, and yes, they do. Once again, hits the running back at Schiebel, and the running back trying to figure out who's going to take that ball as the Mercedes Tigers defense once again driving them back. A loss of a good 7 yards on the play right there.
Yeah, that interior line for the Mercedes Tigers doing just a wonderful job. The last 2 plays, they've been able to get Schiebel as he's trying to hand off and pick up a read on the defensive end, but the defensive end is already up in his face, not giving him the opportunity to hand the ball off to anybody.
Yeah, it looked like that was Rick Blanco on that other side of the ball, who was able to make that play in the backfield. He's over there in a hurry for the Mercedes Tigers. Once again, Tigers shooting their linebackers left and right here. Under pressure once again. Schiebel all the way back to the 15-yard line. Finally finds his running back, who will come up here to the line of scrimmage, and he makes a nifty move. They get back to the original line of scrimmage with a nice little run there by Savanage, J.D. Savanage. But Schiebel was in a lot of trouble because the Tigers, what they're doing here, David, is just sending those linebackers in the gaps.
You know, and they're not just sending them. Those guys got a lot of speed on them as well. You know, they're a big, thick linebacking crew, but they can really muscle down the field in a hurry.
All right, so here we go. The Tigers defense so far holding strong against Calallen. Third down and 9 yards to go here for Schiebel. Got a running back in the backfield. Going to give to him up the middle. He's pounded, spins a move, gets away from the tackler, still going to the 45-yard line. Going to be about 3 or 4 yards short of the first down.
An interesting call here early in the game, but you got to be real impressed with the interior line and the linebacking crew that Mercedes has. If I remember correctly, Carlos, Schiebel's also the punter, so he may be lined up back there, and he could punt or he could pass the ball, so you got to be real careful with that.
All right, so here we go on a fourth down play. Looks like they're going to go for it here, or they can punt out of it, and that's what they do. And no one back to return the ball for the Tigers, and this one's going to fall right around the 10-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will have to set up shop. So far, a defensive battle in this contest, David.
Yeah, that's an incredible punt by Shebo. That's a 45-yard punt into the wind, and he was able to do that by just keeping it low. One of those little soccer-style kicks kept the trajectory of the ball under the wind and pinned Mercedes deep in their own territory.
All right, so here we go. As the Tigers so far has used a mixture of quarterbacks. Daniel Martinez has been in there in the action a little bit, running out. Mostly the Wildcat hasn't taken a pass yet, but has run the football. And also Presas, and Presas will come back in there at quarterback, wearing number 18 for the Tigers. And here they go with the ball at the 10-yard line. Talking to his running backs in the backfield, does Presas. And looking over the defense, he is now. Plenty of time on the play clock. Gets the ball to the running back, bouncing to the outside, right-hand side, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe lose a yard there.
You know, Presas is a big, demanding or commanding-looking guy there in the backfield. He's probably got to go around 6'2", 6'3", and he's a thick guy. You know, when he rolled out there earlier in the first play, he picked up the ball. He looked real comfortable back there. I wouldn't be surprised to see him throw the ball several times during this game.
Absolutely. With the win now, they have the win behind their back. And we'll take a look at some new receivers here for the Tigers. Got Joshua Garza in there, who was part of that 7-on-7 team that went to state. He's over here to the far side of the left. But they're going to give the ball up the middle to the running backs and powering his way forward for a couple of yards there. That dude comes off the pile there for the Tigers. You got to remember, we are way up high here, so you don't have any binoculars. It's going to be kind of hard to see. That was Gilbert Villa, number 25 for the Tigers. He had a lot of playing time. One of the starters last year for the Tigers was Villa. All right, so here we go. 5 receivers set once again for Presas and company. 2 to the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, he has 3 receivers. It's third down, about 7 yards to go for the first. Presas looking under a little bit of pressure, trying to get out of it. He does. Big boy still going. Breaks the tackle, and he falls down right. He's going to be short of the first down. Gets to about the 16-yard line as he needed to get to the 21. So he's going to be short of the first down there. But Vela showing that he can break some tackles there. A big athlete, big quarterback there who shows a little bit of muscle on that play. And
did a great job as a pocket began to collapse. He did what all good quarterbacks do, took a couple of steps forward and kept going through his progression, trying to find an open receiver. And you got to give a lot of credit to Calallen's secondary for doing a masterful job of keeping the receivers covered up for more than 4 seconds.
So far in this game, it has been even, but right now the field position battle may be going towards Calallen's way. But also, once again, you hear the wind in my microphone, and so the Tigers will have an opportunity to boost one. This one's going to be a low kick, and just gets away from the return man, and picking up now is one of the members of the Calallen. A lot of speed for him down the sideline, still going to the 40. One man to beat, trying to get away from him. Now the pursuit catches up from the Tigers, and he takes the ball all the way inside the 20-yard line. Great return there for Chase Wetzel of the Calallen Wildcats as he returned that one from the 30-yard line all the way to where they spotted, the 16-yard line. That's where the Tigers had the ball.
You know, Wetzel did an amazing job. That was a 55-yard punt. Again, another one of those low trajectory bouncing balls. And Wetzel, you know, a lot of times in football, when things slow down just a little bit, he was able to come around and pick up the ball and let the flow of the defense kind of take their position. And he found a hole up along the sidelines and was able to take it all the way down to the 17-yard line.
All right, so Calallen, once again, they're in business here after the nice return. Give it to the running back. That is once again going to be the return man, Wetzel, who takes that one in for about a good 5-yard run. And Calallen now in business with the ball well inside that red zone area, right at the 10 or 11 or 12-yard line. So here we go with Calallen now on the move. A lot of tradition here. This is a team that perennial powerhouse and has just done a good job with Phil Danaher here over 30 years of coaching. Taking it this time up the middle, and he goes in there. That's Derek Schiebel to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Schiebel doing a great job there, just holding the ball, reading the defensive end. Saw that he bit on the fake and opened up a huge hole for him. Looks like Mercedes is going to take a timeout here. Nope. I'm going to keep running.
And so here we go on a, what are we, first down and goal to go here with the ball at the 3-yard line now for the Calallen Wildcats. Schiebel under center now. They'll go to more of a powerhouse formation here. And here we go, Schiebel looking, going to give to his running back, finds a hole, and he's going to be short of the first down. Picks up a couple of yards there, does the man. And running with the ball there for Calallen. And it looks like that Austin Revels, it looks like. Actually, no, it's not going to be Austin Revels. That's going to be Cade Young on the run.
Got to give a lot of credit there to that interior line again for the Mercedes Tigers doing their best to keep the hold a stance there in front of the end zone.
Second down and short here, 2 yards for Calallen. Once again, give to the running back. This time, it's the other man for him, giving it to Austin Revels. And it's a touchdown, Calallen. They get their first touchdown of the 2013 season.
Austin Revels, a senior this year. Last year put up 197 yards on 34 carries.
So Calallen gets on the board here as the Mercedes Tigers with their backs up against the wall here in the first quarter. 2:51 in the first quarter. Extra point attempt here now for Calallen. That one almost blocked. It's the upright. Looks like, yeah, I don't know, it was the crossbar of the upright. It hit the upright. I'm not sure if someone from Mercedes got a handle on it, but either the case, it is going to be 6 for Calallen and 0 for the Mercedes Tigers. We'll take a break and be right back. Are you sure the audio is okay?
Yeah.
I just see that. That's the only why. It sounds good?
Yeah, it sounds good.
All right. All right, we'd like to thank our sponsors for the 2013 season, McDonald's and Payne Auto Group of the Rio Grande Valley, sponsoring Mercedes Tigers football and football on 956sports.com. Here is the kick for Calallen. This one's going to go out of bounds as that one, the wind playing maybe a little bit with the Calallen kickers and the Mercedes kickers early on today. David, tell us a little bit about the pregame, how Calallen came out with a little tribute to Isaiah Garza.
Well, you know, I'm going to use a couple of words that can only describe this community here, which is Calallen, and that class and sportsmanship. You know, they came out here. The team is actually wearing some decals on their helmets with the IG5 on there in the Mercedes colors. They had a prayer before the game started together as a group, and I understand from one of the parents from the Calallen team that they've also raised some money for Isaiah Garza's family. And, you know, coming up here for 2.5 hours on a trip up here and to receive this kind of welcome, you know, I'm sure I speak for everybody in the community of Mercedes. You know, we want to say a big thank you to the city of Calallen ISD, Coach Phil Danaher and his group. Truly a class act.
Absolutely, and prayers and thoughts with Isaiah Garza as he continues and begins therapy this week up in Houston, rehabbing and trying to get back so that he can get back to school and get back, you know, after that accident, just try to get back going. There is also we'll show you here after a while, but on the program of Calallen for this football game, they have a picture of the Calallen boys down kneeling in prayer with a picture of Isaiah Garza there wearing his number 5 jersey from the 7-on-7 with a picture on there. So a good little tribute there to Isaiah Garza. We'll get that on camera here whenever we get a chance. All right, second down play here, and give the ball up the middle. That time is it Vela running the ball as he goes in there and trying to get something going. Here, let's see if we can pull out real quick and show the program there. It might be a little bit difficult, but there is the program of the Calallen Wildcats. How does that look? Look good? And you can see there's Isaiah Garza right there. And some nice words, Calallen versus Mercedes. And then it says here, it is with the greatest respect that we take a knee for our fellow athlete Isaiah Garza. Know that our hearts and prayers are with Isaiah and his family at this time. Your absence tonight is deeply felt by each of us. Calallen Wildcat seniors. Thank you very much, Calallen. All right, Presas back to pass, looking, held on the ball there. He had plenty of time there. Usually need about 4 or 5 seconds for a pattern to develop. He had the time, but the good coverage down the field, and Presas under pressure there towards late in the play, got rid of it, falls incomplete.
One of the things I believe the lady's name was Mrs. Floyd. I was speaking to the lady who informed me about the money that they had raised for the Garza family. In the end, she said this is just a game, but this is really all about the kids and their future and their lives. And again, I can't say enough about the Calallen community and the reception that they gave the Mercedes Tigers as they came in here today.
Absolutely. This is a story with Isaiah Garza that has touched us all. And, especially the people in Mercedes who have followed his games. And David and you and I have seen every one of his games the past 2 years. When he came in as a sophomore and playing last year as a junior. Under a little bit of pressure here, did the Tigers get the first down? Looks like it's going to be close.
Oh, they gave him a close mark, but not close enough.
Not going to close enough. Looks like he had to get to about the 40, maybe the 41-yard line. He fell just a bit short, but a lot of pressure coming in on that play from one of the members of the Calallen Wildcats. So the punter said, I'm going to take off running and try to get that first down. Nice effort.
Yeah, you got to give him a lot of credit to have that impromptu decision making. We only have a split second to decide, am I going to go through with a punt or am I going to try and pick up a first down? Actually had a big hole. You got to give credit to Calallen for closing the gap and using the sidelines as an extra defender to stop him, a yard short of the first.
Well, they're going to go ahead and go out and come out here for a measurement to see what they can, if it was close enough. It was close enough for a measurement, so they might as well go out there and see if he got it. And it's going to be, about half a yard short. Calallen ball, and once again, David, they have a short field to work with in getting that ball right around the 40-yard line.
You're talking where they're going to be on the 39, so first possession they scored on, I think they had the ball on the 17, and now they're on the 39, and again, the wind is part of I'll go back to the punt by Shebo earlier. That 35-yard punt that pinned Mercedes down it was a 45-yard punt that pinned Mercedes at the 10. Mercedes hasn't been able to get beyond the 35-yard line to try and push Calallen into their own territory, and it's difficult. It's a downhill run for Calallen, and it's an uphill run for Mercedes playing on the short end of the field like that.
All right, so here we go once again. Calallen on the run, another running back taking this one to the outside. Looks like he picks up a first down. Running with the ball there is going to be Robert Maldonado, and a good 11-yard pickup and a first down for the Calallen Wildcats.
Maldonado, one of the favorites last year at the running back position also. He had 80 carries for 402 yards, and if you remember last year we did a couple of games for Calallen, including one of the playoffs, I believe. And they've got a stable of backs back there, Carlos. They're not going to come at you with 1, 2, or 3. They've got 5 or 6 people who can carry the ball, and they're all quick, they're all elusive, and they're all run really tough.
All right, so here we go. Running with the ball. Shebo taking it, spinning around. Good hits there being put on by the Mercedes Tigers, but just the forward momentum by the quarterback once again, Derek Shebo, and he is able to come close to a first down, maybe even got it there.
Shebo does a good job, goes through the first 2 receivers in his progression and realizes that a huge hole is opened up on the right-hand side of the field and just takes off down the right hash and picks up, a ton of yardage.
Yep, he sure did. Running with that ball, he just has that forward momentum, and it just took him. It took a couple of good shots, like I said, by the defense, But here we are. It'll be second down and short here now for Schiebel and company. That's Robert Maldonado, looks like, in the backfield. Fake. Schiebel in trouble, spun around, and now see the Tigers are doing once again, shooting the gaps with those linebackers, putting pressure on Schiebel like they did on that first and second series of the game.
Good job there. And again, as the quarter finishes, we talk about the speed of those linebackers and the power of that interior defensive line. If you look at them over there, that's a bunch of big boys right there, Carlos. They've got some power behind them. It's a deadly combination right there. You got a powerful interior line and then a fast linebacking crew. I can see these guys putting together an incredible defense as the season progresses.
All right, that'll be the end of the first quarter with the Wildcats leading by a score of 6-0. We'll take a break and be right back. You sure it sounds good?
Yeah, you want to listen? So here mostly. Win.
Well, I don't want win. Test it, 1, 2, 3. Test, 1, 2, 3. All right.
Mic check.
Thank you very much, David.
You are more than welcome.
Sharing a little piece of gum here as we go into the second quarter. A little windy up here. How many flights? 35?
A lot.
We're in row 35. And row 35 is a lot here. Especially when you're like us, old guys in our 40s, the knees start to hurt and the lungs start to gasp for air.
I'm going to say comparable to Panther Stadium or Bobby Lackey Stadium.
Yeah, I would say that. And here we go, running with the football as he battles his way forward, crosses the 25-yard line. Looks like Robert Maldonado once again for the Calallen Wildcats, powering his way forward. He is a senior running back and doing a good job there battling against the Tigers.
I'll tell you who made that play right there. It's number 21 for Mercedes defenses. He kept the running back who was coming out of the backfield as a lead blocker, kept stringing him out and not allowing Maldonado to get around the corner, which he was trying to do, and allowed for the pursuit to catch up with him and cut him off before he got to the first down stick.
So here we go. Is that a fourth down? It sure is. Fourth down play here for Calallen, but they're going to go ahead and go for it. Too close to punt. Looks like they got the Tigers jumping off sides there. That one almost picked off by one of the members of the Tigers. But it looks like it's going to be the Tigers caught in that neutral zone.
Yeah, yep, it sure is. Mercedes has done a great job of holding Calallen on a bunch of different plays. This is actually the fourth possession that Calallen has had. And obviously two of them were on a short field, one at the 17, and this one has actually started at the 35. So, you got to give them a lot of credit for only having given up 6 points through 4 possessions in one quarter. Sure glad I didn't go fishing today with this kind of wind.
Be a little choppy. Looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field here by the officials that they might be bringing out the chains after the 5-yard penalty. Check to see if that's a first down for Calallen.
Doesn't look like it from here, but then again, as you said, we're in our mid-40s and our vision isn't what it once was.
Isn't like it used to be. I know I got some binoculars in here somewhere. I'll have to break those out here in a little bit. They'll stretch out the chains here. And it's going to be a little bit short, looks like, from my perspective. Yep. Going to be a little bit short. So it'll still be fourth down here for Calallen after the penalty. They take the penalty and replay the down. How does that sound? Does that sound a little bit better? Less wind? Talking to my camera guy. Okay. All right, so here we go now. Tight formation here for the Calallen Wildcats. Need about a yard for a first down. Fourth down play. Man goes in motion. Quarterback Schiebel going to try to take it, then pushed in the back. Looks by Maldonado to pick up that first down. And just a good job by him to push Schiebel over. It wasn't Maldonado, actually. It was Revels who to push Maldonado over for the first down.
Yeah, because his initial surge did not get him that first down. You're absolutely right. The shove in the back, or the extra push, was able to get him into the first down area.
All right, so here we go now. First down and 10 with the ball at the 16-yard line for Schiebel and company. Tight formation right once again. Running formation. Pitch to the outside. Carrying the football. Still going. Hit. Spun around to the 10-yard line. Running with the ball there that time is Savinich. JV Savinich. Nice little play there for Savinich, making the tackle. Richie Gomez of the Mercedes Tigers. Second down play, ball right at the 10-yard line. And once again, two running backs in the backfield here for Calallen. Schiebel at quarterback. Going to give to the running back. Savinich once again carrying the ball, crosses the 5-yard line, comes close to the touchdown, but it's going to be a little bit short. Right at the 3-yard line there, the run for Savinich.
Nothing real spectacular about that run at all. Savinich just kind of running as the offensive tackle just pushed the defensive tackle out and opened up a huge hole. Savinich gets all the way down to the, looks like the 3-yard line there.
All right, so here we go now. 3-yard line. It is another first down, so they'll have 4 opportunities here to get it in there. Calallen, big offensive line, lines up right there, tight formation, but nope, this time Schiebel going to take this one, left-hand side, fakes to the inside guy, bounces to the outside, touchdown once again. Calallen Wildcats with 9 minutes and 43 seconds in the second quarter.
It's just one of those plays where you keep seeing it over and over and over. You keep getting the handoff, and then you forget the fact that the quarterback's got some wheels of his own, and he just tucks it and rolls out to the left-hand side of the field for a quick 6. Looks like they're setting up to go for 2 here, Carlos, as they missed the extra point on the first touchdown that they scored.
All right, now, so here we go. They're going to try for a 2-point conversion here now. Will the Calallen Wildcats. They mixed the extra point last time, point after touchdown. Time that's going to be called over here on the field. Phil Danaher calls the timeout. Tigers have a game next week. It'll be against Hidalgo. That'll be at Hidalgo. And then they got a game against La Feria following that. And then I believe they go into a bye. And district play begins. So still a lot of work here for the Calallen. This is one of those games where, you know, you're going to play this tough competition. There's a chance you're going to take your lumps, but you're going to learn something. You're going to learn something when you play against teams like the Calallens of the world. And so that's what's happening right now. Down 12-0. Game's by far not over. But certainly the Tigers taking their lumps early on in this contest.
You know, and again, you're talking about going back to, again, I hate to say this, but, you know, Schiebel, that punt that he put on and pinned Mercedes, they were able to recover from that. And the Calallen has scored from 35 yards out and from 17 yards out. When they actually had the ball on their own side of the field, Mercedes was able to kind of manhandle them and keep them under control. But again, when you're running downhill on the short end of the field, it's a lot easier for the offense to score.
All right, here we go. 2-point conversion now underway for the Calallen Wildcats. Schiebel, once again, under center. Give to the running back, spinning forward, and it's going to be short of the touchdown or the field goal line. Trying to get my terminology down. It is called the goal line. Short of the goal line there, the Calallen Wildcats. And the Tigers will hold. It's 12-0 right now. Calallen Wildcats leading the Mercedes Tigers. 12-0 now is our score. The Mercedes Tigers down to the Calallen Wildcats. I'm Carlos Robledo, along with David Fox and Darren Henderson on the camera here tonight. I'd like to thank our sponsors for the 2013 football season, 2013-2014 school year. Payne Auto Group of the Rio Grande Valley. I'd like to thank them for coming on board as one of our major sponsors, along with McDonald's of the Rio Grande Valley. And here we go now. Kicking off will be the Calallen Wildcats. And it's going to be with the win here. And the man will pick that ball up right around the 1-yard line, go all the way, continue to the 20, and tripped up, loses the football there, looks like for a minute, or maybe not. And the Tigers will get the ball right there. Returning on that play was Edgar Arevalo, who is a senior for the Mercedes Tigers.
Yeah, Arevalo did a great job of catching that ball in midair as he was running back like a center fielder trying to track a ball down him before it hits the warning track. Did a good job and then actually found a little hole there, and as he was trying to make a little move to the right-hand side and picked up some air underneath his feet and was tripped up, but actually got the ball back. Good little 17-yard return on his behalf.
Okay, some updates right now from from our friends over at Facebook. Thank you very much, Facebook. We got the Donna Redskins up 13-7 right now. Ricky Garza hits Anthony Gonzalez for a 50-yard touchdown. That one comes from the Donna Quarterback Club on Facebook. Thank you very much. All right, here we go now, and this is going to be Brazos once again at quarterback. 5 wide receiver set. Throws the ball against the wind. It's going to be a little bit short. Receiver makes an adjustment to come back after it, but just over his head and incomplete. Good little effort there, though, by Roel Garcia to try to make that catch there.
Yeah, and how about the arm? Presas chunks that thing into the wind 38 yards on a tight, nice tight spiral. Just, the wind pushed it a little bit out of bounds, and this kid's got a gun on him. You can see he's going to be a force to be reckoned with as the season goes on.
All right, so here we go now. Second down, 10 yards to go. With Presas still remaining there at quarterback. They use a little bit of Daniel Martinez a little bit earlier in this contest out of the Wildcat, but this time it's going to be Presas in a shotgun formation, under pressure, trying to get it out of it, breaks a tackle, still going, throws it out in the air, trying to get his receiver once again, trying to find Roel Garcia out there. Or actually, excuse me, my bad, Roel Garcia's on this side. But over there, that was Edgar Arevalo trying to make that catch on the far side of the field.
What about the athleticism of Presas to get away from that kid? And he's a right-handed quarterback rolling out to the left-hand side, has to turn his body completely around and throws a beautiful, beautiful spiral dead into the wind, right on the money. This kid's going to be tough, Carlos, I can tell you.
Absolutely. He was I think a little jittery in that first series of plays, but now he's just out there playing football, something that he's done his entire life. And from what I understand, he had a tremendous season as a JV player last year. So let's see what happens here on a 3rd down and 10. Flag on the play, under a little bit of pressure. Presa stiff arms, throws that one, and it's going to be incomplete. But so far, you got to like the poise of Presas there. We'll have to check the flag here, but doesn't seem to be too rattled here in the second quarter.
Not at all. And what I like about him is that as the pocket begins to collapse, he's very calm, very poised, and keeps going through his progression, just sidesteps people or stiff arms people, and gets in a position where he can see the field completely. And then, he's got that arm, that gun, that he just drills balls downfield.
All right, so here we go. Didn't get the flag call. Looked like it was offsides against Calallen, so they're going to mark that off 5 yards. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 5 yards to go. What was that, Darren?
Ref signaled that a declined penalty.
Okay.
The ref actually signaled that it was against Mercedes, too.
A little bit of confusion down on the play.
Well,
on the field here.
It's week 1 even for the officials.
So we'll see how they straighten things out down on the field.
Or 0 week, I should say, right?
Week 0, yeah. 11 weeks, 10 games. You're guaranteed 10 games. Making the playoffs, it's another story. exactly right. And offside, so they will offset penalties. Now, emphatically, the referee makes that call, saying, all right, man, that's almost like yelling, you know?
Yep.
That's a hand signal for yelling. I'm yelling the way he was motioning.
That's using caps while you're texting right there.
Exactly.
Look at him.
Exactly right. And now timeout, Mercedes. Timeout on the field here. We'll go ahead and keep it here and talk a little bit about Mercedes Tigers football. Last year, a tri-district championship for the Mercedes Tigers, and it was one of those years. The Tigers actually had a tremendous year last year once they got to district competition, only losing one district contest, and that was to the Edcouch Chelsea Yellow Jackets. They were going to go up against Mission in the final week of the regular football season. Mission was one of the top teams in the Rio Grande Valley, had the top defense in the Rio Grande Valley. All Mission had to do was win the game, and they won an outright district championship. But the Tigers went in there. They were able to upset the Mission Eagles, and they shared the championship, the Tigers did, with Edcouch Chelsea, Mission, and, of course, then the Tigers. So those are the three champions in 32-4A last year. And they had Isaiah Garza was, expected to come back for his senior year here. Unfortunately, second week, I guess it was the second week of the two-a-days, and he was involved in an accident off of Vermont exit and injured his knee. He was involved in a neck injury, and he's out, of course, for the season. And so now things, as far as football is concerned, they put in Presas to see what he can do.
Yeah, last year that Mission game was just a tremendous display of defensive wizardry by Coach Adame and the defense stopping that powerful Mission offense.
All right, Rene Presas here at quarterback, 5 wide receiver set. Calallen showing a blitz. They do come. Presas backside has to get rid of it. He does. Caught. Receiver still going. And that's Roel Garcia crosses the 20-yard line. First down, Mercedes Tigers.
Yeah, two things on that play. First, Presas stays in the pocket, feels the heat coming from the backside, and doesn't flinch, and then delivers an absolute rocket to Roel Garcia, who takes a sidestep of a defender trying to take him out and picks up the first down. You got to give Garcia a lot of credit, because he could have just stayed there and taken the hit and been a yard short, but went the extra mile, gave it that sacrifice that the team needed, and picked up a first.
All right, so here we go. The ball at the 31-yard line now here for Mercedes. 8 minutes and 45 seconds left before the half. The Tigers will be receiving the ball first in the second half. And Peresa's coming to pass against the wind. Throws it deep down the field. Going to be the coverage is there as the wide receiver turns defender there, and still intercepted by the member of the Calallen Wildcats. Pass intended for Joshua Garza, picked off by Connor Lawrence. And Peresa's tried his best to get it out there, but throwing against the wind came up just a little bit short, David.
Yeah, throwing against the wind, he still chunked that thing 42 yards into a pretty powerful wind, and he threw that thing on a rope.
Threw that one out there, and good coverage by the Calallen Connor Lawrence out there. And, yeah, just any little mistake, and he was going to make an interception there. And that's what happened on that play. It's been one of those games of big plays, a big punt return for Calallen. That first quarter set up a score. And here we go, an interception. And Calallen, not exactly in scoring position, but they do have the ball here at the 38-yard line. Man goes in motion. Schiebel up the middle, running with the football. Here is the running back, not Schiebel. Awesome tackle there by a member of the Mercedes Tigers. Coming up is Rick Blanco to make the tackle after 7-yard carry by the running back.
Yeah, Blanco did a good job there, putting the helmet right in the middle of the chest, wrapping him up, picking him up, and putting him on his back. That's true to form, a beautiful form tackle.
Yep, ran right into them there, put his face mask right in the numbers, and drove him back. But it was a pickup of, 6 yards for the running back. Didn't catch the runner there on the play. But there are 4 receivers here on this play on a second down. 4 yards to go. Schiebel at quarterback here, looking over the defense, taking his time, looking for a man to go in motion. Does, fakes to him, looking to pass. Now he throws back out to his wide receiver, and carrying the ball here now, that's going to be Wetzel. Chase Wetzel spinning, picks up the first down, crosses into Mercedes Tiger territory. Does Wetzel. They fake to him, then they run a little screen to him, David Fox, a little bubble screen.
Yeah, and Wetzel did a good job as defenders and the linebacking crews, especially for Mercedes, was about to just pin Wetzel into but would have been a big loss, and he was able to sidestep them and get around them for a big gain.
Wetzel, a speedster out there. Schiebel also very, very fast. Maldonado, a lot of speed for the Calallen Wildcats. 4 wide receivers this time. Going to give to the running back. Moving with the ball there now. Savinich. And he comes across. There's going to be a late flag there for probably a hit out of bounds. Tack on maybe another 15 yards. We'll have to check the flag. But the run there, good 8-yard run there for Savinich.
Savinich got a minimal playing time last year as a sophomore. Obviously going to see the ball a lot more this year with that kind of speed and those kind of moves.
So we'll go down to the field, check the flag. Going to be holding against the Tigers. Holding? Was it personal foul? Okay. Didn't sound correct. So a 15-yard penalty against the Tigers for the late hit out of bounds. And the ball be spotted at the 26-yard line now here for Calallen. Four wide receivers now for Calallen. Wetzel in motion, fake to him, Schiebel up the middle, hit hard, driven backwards. Good job there by the Tigers making that play. One of the many Tigers there is Carlos Acosta. Coming up there, one of the playmakers, middle linebacker for the Tigers, Acosta.
It's a quick linebacking crew there. You know, there's a lot of action and a lot of misdirection in the backfield. Acosta did a good job of keeping his eye on the ball and not the runners, and was able to bring Schiebel down pretty quick.
Robert Maldonado in the backfield here with Schiebel now. And you got 3 wide receivers over here to the near side. Looking to pass. Schiebel wants to go down the field under pressure, gets rid of it late, caught by his wide receiver at the 20-yard line. And the Tigers are there. Good wrap up there by the Tigers after the catch to keep him from going any further and keep him short of the first down. That's Nate McDonald on the catch.
Yeah, you got to give Schiebel a lot of credit too. He had that guy wrapping him up, and he was already on his way down. Was just able to show his athleticism as he's falling down. Delivers a perfect strike to the receiver, and it avoids a huge loss. They would have been set back all the way to around the 38-yard line. Instead, they're sitting 3rd and 3 at the 20.
At the 20-yard line, probably 4-down territory here, David. Also, so big 3rd down play. Schiebel there at quarterback, man in motion. That's Savinich. Give to him. Gets a great block. Nope. Schiebel up the middle. Faked me out. He takes it all the way to the 5-yard line. Great fake there to Savinich. And he just takes it up the middle.
And then that's a perfect example of that deception and movement that we talked about in the backfield. A lot of action. And, you know, it all depends on Schiebel. He's going to read the defensive end. He's going to read the middle linebacker and try to find a hole and make his decision. And he doesn't have but maybe a split second to decide on whether or not he's going to hand that ball off. And if he guesses right, you can have a big hole like that. And if he guesses wrong, you know, he's going to be stuffed up for a loss.
All right, so here we go now. 1st down and goal to go for Calallen. Ball inside right at the 5-yard line. Schiebel wanted to give it to Maldonado. Spins forward to the 3-yard line. And running this offense to perfection pretty much is Schiebel.
Yeah, he looks very confident, very comfortable back there.
They look very, very, like you said, confident and comfortable in this offense that they run. And just using the powerful legs of Schiebel. And back to return the ball will be Chase Wetzel for Calallen. Also there is Connor Lawrence, 2 names we've already mentioned a couple of times. There we go. Looks like it's going to be Connor Lawrence taking that one. Still going inside the 10-yard line. Touchdown Calallen, and they just poured on here. Connor Lawrence takes that one to the house.
Yeah, Connor Lawrence just picked that up and then just went on a beeline straight into the end zone with a little wind-aided run there. Not that he needed the wind because he's pretty fast.
Making it 25-0 now. Calallen leading. And they've done a good job. That's one thing that the Tigers are going to have to work on, definitely, David, is going to be their punt coverage. That's the second big return that Calallen has had in this contest. Both of them have led to scores. Extra point up, and it is good. Make it 26-0. Calallen leading the Tigers. And 20 seconds left before the half. Let's check out some of our scores here from our friends on Facebook. Right now it's Ed Calallen 14. The Panthers. That's not the last score I got. The last score I got was that Wesco had just scored. And I got 19-7. Well, 21-0. I had Westlaco down to Ed Calallen, and then someone texted me that that Westco had actually just scored before the half, with like 4 seconds left. So that's going to be a raucous game. You know, Ed Calallen, in my opinion, and I know they play in the same district of the Mercedes Tigers, but Ed Calallen is loaded this year, David. A lot of people, a lot of guys coming back from last year's team that way, you know. They go 3 deep or 4 deep in the playoffs?
I think they went 3 deep last year, and we did their playoff game that they had there in Buccaneer Stadium in Kingsville, and if I'm not mistaken, they only lost 3 or 4 starters. I don't remember how it broke down from offense to defense, but that was a stout team that had a bunch of studs on both sides of the ball, so they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the Rio Grande Valley. It would not surprise me, and we talked about this on the way up here, in the least, to see them run the tables.
All right, so here we go. Calallen kicking this one off. Arevalo once again carrying the ball, returning it, and brought down from behind. They don't call a horse call. It looked like it could have been a horse collar play there, as Edgar Arevalo is dragged down from behind. Let's check out some of the scores. We got McCallum Memorial leading Edinburgh North, and whoever posted this on Facebook didn't put any of where they're at. So this is either the second quarter or at the half. Memorial leading Edinburgh 7-0, only 7-0. So that's pretty good there for Memorial. McAllen Road and Harlingen South playing even at 7. Los Fresnos 17-2 over San Benito. San Antonio Johnson and Harlingen leading San Antonio Johnson 30-14. Look out for Harlingen. Sharyland Big right now leading Brownsville Hanna 42-0. Wattis Lincoln 10, PSG Memorial 7. Donna right now leading PSG North 19-7. So here we go. Here in Mercedes, it's 26-0. With 11 seconds left, Calallen on top. Presas, plenty of time here. Coverage down the field, finally finds his receiver. Nice little catch there, and Presas can throw that football, can he? And that one is caught there by Roel Garcia.
It's another one of those plays that he shows some sheer athleticism against his body. Once again, just turns around, opens up his shoulders, and just fires a dart. This kid has got a rocket for an arm.
I think the Tigers are going to be okay at the quarterback position. And there's a timeout on the field. Looks like it was... Not sure what it is. Is that the end of the half, or they call a timeout?
Certainly going to be one of these Hail Mary passes now.
Well, they got one more play here. They're not going to put any time on the clock. They're just going to give the Tigers time for one more play. Because when the whistle blew, there was like 3 seconds left. So consider it 3 seconds left on the clock. Caught by the wide receiver. And he's going to be dropped about the 48-yard line, making that catch there with Gilbert Villa. That'll be the end of the first half. Calallen's leading 26-0. When we come back, we'll have second half action. Recording? All right, welcome back, everybody, to second half action of the Mercedes Tigers versus the Calallen Wildcats here. It has been all Calallen in the first half. 26-0 is the score of the Calallen Wildcats here on top. Mercedes Tigers will get the ball kicked kicked off to them. They will have possession first in the second half. But they'll be going up against the wind a little bit this time. But that didn't seem to bother Rene Presas too much in that first half, David.
No, not at all. Not at all. This kid we're talking about, Presas, has got a cannon of an arm, and he can really throw the ball. We saw him throw it up to 45 yards into the wind and on a line. So, we expect big things of him as the season progresses.
Yeah, I think the Tigers are going to be okay once they get the season going, get a couple of these games out of their way. Who's to say what's going to happen next week against Hidalgo and La Feria, two tough teams in 3A before they start district play. This one's going to go to Roel Garcia, and he picks it up, bobbles it actually, and it'll be the other man, Arevalo, who will take that one. And because of the bobble, the Tigers will start this drive. Chris Cantu actually picked up that ball, it looks like. Was that number 10? Or nope, it was number 14. My bad. So Edgar Arevalo moves the ball to the 10-yard line.
I think this is the second series that the Mercedes have where they've actually started this deep in their territory.
Yeah, and you got to hand it to Calallen. Been very good, especially on special teams. A couple of good returns, punt returns, and their coverage on the kickoff team has been splendid just as well.
Yeah, and again, for the third time, I'll mention that Schiebel's punt early on in the game kind of set the tone for everything as he pinned Mercedes deep in their own territory.
Okay, so here we go on a first down and 10, just beginning the second half, as the Mercedes Tigers go to the ground game here and running with the football for the Tigers. Carrying the ball as he's brought down just beyond the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks about 2 yards. That's Jose Gonzalez with the carry for the Mercedes Tigers.
Yeah, as Presas settles in at the quarterback position and gets a little more comfortable with those reads, I would imagine a couple of times before this game is over, we'll see him keep the ball and try to do a little bootleg or a rollout. And I'll tell you what, I'd hate to be the defender trying to tackle him if he's coming downhill with a full head of steam.
All right, so here we go now, and second down, 8 to go here for Rene Presas. Rene is a junior for the Mercedes Tigers, starting at quarterback here. And he has 5 receivers to work with, 3 to the near side. Pressure coming, throws it down the field to his receiver who stepped out of bounds. And Presas still was able to fire it over there. It falls incomplete, going to Jeffrey Rodriguez, the wide receiver senior over there, going down the line of scrimmage.
And Presas doing what we talked about earlier in the broadcast, sitting back in the pocket, and he knows that the pressure is coming from the backside. Doesn't even think twice about staying in the pocket and making sure his receivers run the perfect route and then releasing the ball and then taking that hit.
Yeah, I had to get rid of it, even though the receiver wasn't ready for the catch. Got rid of it hoping that he would make a break on the ball. But the good coverage there for Calallen, it brings up a third down play here, and 8 yards to go for Mercedes. So here we go, and the slot receiver over here, Edgar Arevalo, to the near side. And here comes Presas. 4-5-man rush. Here comes the pressure. Big defensive tackle, able to bring him down from behind, and Presas goes down and to bring up fourth down. Great effort there. That's Sheldon Bammert making the tackle for the Calallen Wildcats.
Yeah, Bammert showing a lot of speed, and of course he's about the same size as Presas, so you got 2 big boys battling it out. Shelbert, of course, had the momentum coming and was able to bring Presas to the ground.
All right, so fourth down. They'll be punting against the wind here. And Calallen once again will have the ball in good field position, being set up by that defense of the Wildcats. All right, so here we go. Flag on the play, probably going to be offsides against Calallen, it looks like. And I'll take a Mercedes Tiger bounce. Nice little punt there by Gilbert Vela. But they'll check the flag here. Looks like maybe Calallen was lined up in the neutral zone there, David.
Yeah, that'd be a big break for them, and you got to give Vela. Is it? No, it's against Mercedes. Vela did a good job actually punting the ball about 30 yards into the wind, which is tough. This wind's stiff. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's got to be blowing at least 18 miles an hour.
Yeah, probably about right. At least 18, maybe 25 miles per hour. And it was a procedure call against the Tigers. I didn't see anybody move, but the officials down on the field did see that, so it goes against the Tigers. And it looks like Calallen's going to set up right about the 34-yard line. 33-yard line here. for the Calallen Wildcats. I'd like to thank our sponsors of 956sports.com. We have Payne Auto Group of the Rio Grande Valley and McDonald's, great sponsors of 956sports.com. All right, here we go. Let's see if Schiebel is still in there at quarterback. He sure is. Fires to his wide receiver, makes the catch and a move. Hit hard after the catch as he goes down the field. That was Phil Hobbs on the catch. It looks like there is a flag down on the play, though. And we'll check this. Hobbs takes the ball to the 30-yard line, holding against Calallen. A spot foul, take him back 10 yards. Repeat first down.
Yeah, talking about some of the highlights from the first half. Again, we'll go back to the interior line and the linebacking crew that has done so well. That linebacking crew is extremely fast, and of course, we haven't really seen much of the secondary. Schiebel hasn't thrown the ball, so we don't know how stiff the secondary is when they're going to get tested vertically. But certainly you got to go back to the one play where there was 2 receivers downfield and they had 3 defenders on him. So we'll give them a good report for the first half.
Calallen now with the ball at the 40-yard line here. And repeat first down after the penalty. Schiebel back, looking to pass, fakes. Now wants to go deep down the field. The coverage is there for the Tigers. At the receiver somehow able to make a catch. Great job there. And that is Phil Hobbs, who made the catch earlier that time with a 40-yard touchdown pass to him. It is now 32-0 Calallen over the Mercedes Tigers.
As we were just talking about being tested vertically. And I'll tell you what, there was absolutely nothing wrong with the defense there, just maybe off a little bit on the timing of the jump, but the guy was all over the receiver. You got to give Hobbs a tremendous amount of credit for the concentration and the focus of bringing that ball in.
Wow.
Yep, that's all you can say.
Yeah, the coverage, it just went over the defender and right into Hobbs' hands. And extra point is good. Now 33-0, Calallen Wildcats over the Mercedes Tigers. And that's just one of those plays, David, where you got to just hand it and say, hey, good job, Calallen Wildcats, Hobbs and Schiebel for connecting there on that play. I gave it my best as a defender for the Mercedes Tigers, and you got me on that one.
Yep, nothing. I don't think there's anything he could have done different to have prevented something like that. Right place, right time. He was with Hobbs stride for stride all the way down the field.
Trying to judge the ball, also coming in at a nice velocity because the wind it's kind of hard to judge with the wind coming as well. So you move on. If you're a member of the Mercedes Tigers, hey, this is a learning experience for you here, going up against Calallen. And after this game is over, take it, learn from it, and start working on next week's game plan versus Hidalgo.
Yeah, you got to give Coach Uribe a lot of credit. For the last couple of years, he's put together a really tough preseason schedule for the team. Some people may want to kind of lollygag around and pick up some easy games, some easy victories for morale or whatever. But these teams that are coming up here and playing against Calallen and Laredo and Eagle Pass, they're stepping up their game just a little bit so that they can be prepared for not only district play but postseason play when they come back up here and play the teams from the north.
All right, so here we go. Here's the kick. This time, clean catch for the Mercedes Tigers. And carrying the ball all the way to the 20-yard line, brought down from behind. A good little return there for Jesus Roel Garcia, rather, I should say, for the Mercedes Tigers. And Coach Uribe is subscribing to the theory is if you want to get better, you got to play against tough competition. That's why during the scrimmages, he went up against Harlingen in the scrimmage, went up against Port Isabel in another scrimmage, and now here at Calallen. So you take your lumps early on, but you learn, hey, if I'm going to become one of the best teams in the valley, in the region, I got to play against the best. I got to be used to that speed once I get to, deep into the playoffs. I got to know, hey, I'm going to have to, my angles are going to be different because there's a lot of speed on the other side. I'm not going to be intimidated by the time I get deep into the playoffs or to get a critical game in the 4A ranks. So here we go, and nothing doing there once again as the big defensive line of the Calallen Wildcats doing an excellent job there of taking care of Jose Gonzalez running with the ball there.
You know, you used the word that in your analysis there, and the word speed, and we all know that speed kills, right? And we've learned over the last couple of years, watching as many playoff games as we've been able to call, that you know, once you start playing people outside of the Valley, it's a different level, as you mentioned, and you better be quick on your feet, and you better not hesitate to make a move.
So here we go now, second down and 13 yards to go. Press is the quarterback, looking to pass. Pressure coming. Lyman doing a good job of holding off, and Presas takes a hit there, but I don't know who took the better of that one. Was it Presas or one of the members of the Calallen Wildcats?
I'll tell you what, he just lowered his shoulder and just kind of, boom, went right over that cornerback. You know, and I think going back to the discussion of speed in the playoffs, the Valley has certainly closed the gap tremendously in regards to that aspect of the game over the last couple of years, having more and more teams go 3 and 4 rounds deep into the playoffs.
Yep, you're exactly right. And look at our track teams as well, have done very, very well at the track level. Vince Castillo winning the 300 hurdles state championship last year. Presas here having to do some running himself. Nice little pass there. Only a 5-yard pickup. Well, maybe give him 8-9 yards there, but still short of the first down. But on the run there, able to fire it right on the money to his receiver. But the pressure once again was coming from Calallen.
Yeah, and again, he was one of those where he was running hard to the right and throws across his body to the left at, you know, kind of an unusual angle. But as you mentioned, just nails the receiver right on the button.
So here we go with another punt for Mercedes. Gilbert Vela back to do the punting for the Tigers. Connor Lawrence already returned one for a touchdown. He's back there again. High punt against the wind. And looks like it's going to be once again Lawrence to the outside. Look at that speed. A nice little walk here for Calallen. And Lawrence trying to stay in bounds. Wow.
What a tiptoe act there by Lawrence.
Connor Lawrence. Hey, he's the backup quarterback. He's got a lot of speed. Went to the outside. The second punt return for a touchdown. And Calallen really taking it to the Mercedes Tigers now.
You know, and you got to give a lot of credit to the wall that was set up there. And he knew exactly what he was going to do as soon as he got the ball. Just broke to the left side of the field and had an incredible wall set up. It was really a thing of beauty to see it. And then, of course, he turned on the afterburners once again, running down the sidelines and tiptoed his way into the end zone.
Yeah, he had a lot of maroon jerseys out there, not a lot of white jerseys for Connor Lawrence. And it was so much speed, you know, it didn't take a lot of blocking for him to score that touchdown. Nice little, 55-yard return there for Connor Lawrence. That is one aspect that the Tigers will have to work on, is the coverage team for that punting unit to get down the field and cover a little bit better than that. Offense will come back on the field in a hurry because Calallen just scored again. Still 6:31 left in the third quarter. 40-0 is our score. Calallen Wildcats in a blowout over the Mercedes Tigers.
Carlos, we got a little break in the action here. Tell us a little bit about the show you were able to put together this summer. I know you talk a lot about the series that you put together this summer, spending 3 weeks with one of the local Valley teams. And
well, this is the second year that we've done that. We've done the all-access two-a-days, and last year we were able to hang out with the Hidalgo Pirates and Shea Patterson and that group for 3 weeks, sharing their stories. We did the same thing this year with the Donna Redskins, and just hanging out with those kids and talking to the coaches and telling their stories. It was an honor. They are a bunch of good kids over in Donna, as they are in most of these high schools across the valley that play varsity sports. Good kids, and it's one of those shows where we don't just talk about football. It's not a story just about football. It's a story about what these kids are going through during the summer, the bonds that they make, the friendships that they make with their friends, the things that they do outside of sports as well. And just kind of show a little bit some of the other side of sports besides the X's and the O's and the touchdowns. and the making catches. And it was a great experience for me because I got to hang out with the football team once again and kind of relive my high school days of playing high school football. So it was just a lot of fun, really neat. I enjoy telling their stories. So go to 956sports.com. We've got one more episode number 4 of the Donna Redskins. All access on 2-a-days on 956sports.com. I'd like to thank Coach Leal and Coach Manny Moreno, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Loredo, and the entire school board at Donna for giving us the access and helping us get this project underway. 6 minutes and 18 seconds here in the third quarter now for the Mercedes Tigers. Back on offense with the ball at the 20-yard line. Give to the running back. Looking for a little bit of room to the outside, and he'll pick up a couple of yards there. Running the ball there that time for the Tigers was Jose Gonzalez.
I'm curious, though. I've got to know if you taught them, then only the people from Mercedes would understand this. The scan saying on the field.
No, that's a private conversation. I don't think anybody would understand that. It's an old high school inside conversation, inside joke from my high school days. It's still around all these days later.
Throwback.
It'd be too hard to explain, Dave. I don't think anybody would understand. It was basically gibberish that we talk.
You either know or you don't, right?
You got to know or you don't know. Just gibberish that we talk back and forth about getting some water on the field for the players, between me and a couple of other football players. So that was second down, bring up third down and 8 yards to go on that play. And it looks like Calallen is just coming, they're coming after Mercedes now. They know the Tigers are tired. They know that the offense has been on the field for a while, and they're just going after it. All right, here we go. Third down and 8 yards to go. Sprint formation for Rene Presas. Throwing down the field. Has the receiver caught. First down. Still going. Nifty little move. And that's Roel Garcia who catches the ball and is brought down at the 47-yard line. First down, Tigers.
Garcia seems like he's going to be one of those players. He's made a couple of big plays, including that one, and then a couple of plays on defense as well. He may be the player that we'll dub La Chispa for this year, as he seems to be the guy that could become the spark plug of this team.
Well, Roel Garcia last year, can remember several interceptions. Not sure exactly how many he had, but I can remember many games where he would come up with some big defensive plays playing safety for the Mercedes Tigers. Presas throwing down the field. That one almost picked off, trying to get to Daniel Martinez, and he almost makes the catch. Incomplete, but good defense there for Calallen.
Yeah, you got to give that linebacker a lot of credit. He read the eyes of Presas as Presas was following the receiver all the way through, and just almost picked that thing off. And that's a hard task to do, as that ball was probably only thrown around 7 yards, so it came with a lot of velocity.
All right, so here we go, second down play, and now Calallen has to be a little bit more honest on defense. Just can't go after Presas after that big complete play to Roel Garcia to get this ball all the way to the 47-yard line. Trying to get it to the running back, goes over the other running back, and nothing doing there. They had two running backs in the backfield. And, Presas looks very comfortable passing the ball. It's running the running side of the offense where he seems like he's gonna take a little bit more time to feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that he looks very poised back there. Nothing seems to faze him, and that's important that he be comfortable and that the offensive line and the receivers and the backs see that in him, because then they'll have confidence in him as he's calling the plays.
Third down and 10 yards to go here for Mercedes. 3 wide receivers. A couple of extra men in the backfield to give him a little bit of help with the blocking. Throws it to his wide receiver. Intercepted as it goes off the hands of the wide receiver. And Roel Garcia had that one go off his hands. It goes in the arms of the receiver, Miguel Cantu. Actually, not the receiver, but the defender, Miguel Cantu. And another turnover here. Calallen has the ball right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Presas just kind of loaded up and just hurled that one at 100 miles an hour. I'll tell you what, I don't know if he's a pitcher or not, but Coach Bickerton may want to be looking at this kid to put him on the mound.
So Calallen now, let's see if they still bring in Sheeble or they bring in a new quarterback. And I see a number 5 coming in there. No, he stays at receiver. And it'll be Dakin and Alderson in at quarterback. And it looked like moving there was Nate McDonald, but procedure against Calallen, bring that one back.
It looks like several of the players on the offensive side are coming in fresh.
Yeah, Alderson now a quarterback for the Calallen Wildcats. Sheeble is done, and you're up 40-0. No reason to put in your number 1 player on the field. Not just your number 1 quarter, probably your number 1 player. Alderson comes out passing, has his receiver out there, and good open field tackle on the far side of the field. And who made that tackle over there? For the Mercedes Tigers, it looks like that's Richie Gomez.
Yeah, Richie Gomez did a great job there, actually shrugged off the receiver who was trying to block him and push him out of bounds. Kind of just grabbed him by the shoulder pads, threw him out of the way, and was able to make that tackle for no gain.
Yeah, number 19, Richie Gomez, made the tackle there. Good job. Second down play. Receiver catches it out here, off to the races, running, picking up a first down is Nate McDonald. Calallen just using that outside, stays in bounds, runs a little bit of that clock here as well. And McDonald did a good job there picking up that first down.
The next time that Calallen runs a play like that, pay attention to the 2 receivers that are in front of the guy that's catching the ball. They hold their blocks just long enough, do a great job downfield to keep the defenders busy and allow the man with the ball to pick up a bunch of yardage. And it's one of the fundamental things that is important if you're going to be at the receiver position.
All right, ball at the 39-yard line now here. And fake to McDonald. Alderson wanted to take off, but they're going to call procedure once again. And this is what happens once you start bringing in new personnel. And guys that haven't been getting as much playing time maybe in the previous couple of scrimmages. And so a lot of penalties in this game. A lot of penalties on this drive here for Calallen. The band did a good, fantastic job. Good luck to the Mercedes Tigers band. Guy McKinney, band director for the Mercedes Tigers. They always do a fantastic job, so good luck to the Mercedes Tiger band. Good luck to the Debonaires. Good luck to the cheerleaders as well. All right, here we go with Alderson at quarterback, and he's going to keep this one. Runs up the middle, and he picks up about 4 yards, and still a yard short of the original line of scrimmage. Bring up second down for the Calallen Wildcats. Alderson comes in here as a junior on the team. Backup quarterback, also plays a little bit of safety on the defensive side of the ball there, David.
And again, that stable of backs that Calallen has, is, they can play offense, they can play defense, special teams. You've got a quarterback who ran the ball, threw the ball, and actually caught a pass last year. So there are a lot of talent in this team.
They're going to call that a catch, but once your knee is down, McDonald, the play is dead. So that'll bring up third down and short, a loss, or maybe pick up of a yard there, half a yard there on the play. Third down play here. Tigers trying to hold their ground. About a minute left here in the third quarter.
Should be a fun fourth quarter watching Princess throw the ball downwind.
All right, here we go. Alderson, quarterback in here, looking down the field, and receiver bobbling it, and it bobbled it to one of the members of the Tigers and finally knocked out of bounds. Good job there defensively. Brian Lozano knocking that one out of bounds as a receiver trying to make one of those catches that you'll see on ESPN.
Again, the secondary being tested a little bit vertically, and Lozano comes through and is right on the receiver as the ball is delivered to him.
Shai will be in here as the punter for the Calallen Wildcats. Actually going to fake it, and they run this one. And it's one of those plays you say, you know what, let's go ahead and Tristan Crossland with a catch. And let's keep this drive going. I guess you're up 40-0. Why not run a trick play?
Well, it's one of those plays that you may as well do during game time. It is preseason, and you got to make sure that everybody understands how the play functions in the game time environment.
All right. Alderson running with the ball here. And flag comes down. As Alderson is at the 10-yard line. That's the end of the quarter. We'll have to check the flag first here. Holding against Calallen. Holding against referee signaled that 3 times just to make sure we got it.
Just to make sure. They want the clock to run or what? 1 second. Gonna play the fourth quarter going that way or what?
They're going to run one more play. They can't reset the clock. It's the same thing that happened in the first half. Hope this never happens during a playoff game, but here we go. Flag on the play. Procedure. Mercedes. I should be offside, Mercedes. Procedure against Calallen, actually. That makes more sense. All right. So, Calallen, didn't they just have the ball at the 10-yard line?
Yes, sir.
Flag brought them back, and now another flag brings them all the way back to the 30.
Kind of like the Dallas Cowboys last night. They had the ball first and goal and ended up kicking a field goal from like 40 yards.
And somebody lost some pot number. The only reason why anybody would watch a preseason game. All right. Offsides, Mercedes. Schiebel will throw this one. Actually, Alderson, incomplete. Receiver falls down. And there's another flag on the play. So we're still in the third quarter, are we?
Yeah, the never-ending quarter.
The clock says 0. They can't reset the clock.
We've had 4
They're going to give him one more play. And Alderson takes it up the middle. Or is it Alderson? I think it's Alderson. PA saying Alderson. And that'll be the end of the third quarter, folks. We go to the fourth. It's 4-0 Calallen Wildcats. We'll be right back. All right, we go to the fourth quarter here. Calallen with the ball at the 24-yard line. Calallen's up 40-0. And a flag thrown again.
Imagine that.
About the sixth time a flag has been thrown in 5 plays. Or fifth time in 6 plays, I should say. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Payne Auto Group of the Rio Grande Valley and McDonald's, also of the Rio Grande Valley. Major sponsors of 956 Sports during the 2013-2014 season. Lots of action still to come on 956sports.com. Got football action, also have basketball, softball, baseball later on throughout the year. So a lot of interesting things going to be taking place on 956sports.com. Not just football, folks. Although we are right in the middle of football, not in the middle, but at the beginning of football season.
We'll be here for the next 13 weeks.
Feels like we're just doing a game in Kingsville with Ed Calchelsea in San Antonio. Was it San Antonio Brennan, I believe?
Yes.
It's the last game we did.
We had our stunt double cameraman.
So here we are, the ball at the 15-yard line. Just started the fourth quarter, and Calallen. See what they do here with Alderson. Alderson, the backup quarterback. Backup quarterback always needs a lot of reps. You never know when he's going to be put in there. And he gives this one to his running back up the middle. But you always want your backup quarterback, to get as much time as possible on the football field. And when you're winning, I score 40-0. Why not let him play it out and see what he can do? Wholesale changes now. Looks like the second team offensive line is coming in here now. Except for big old number 77. He stays in there for the Calallen Wildcats. He's got to run at least 6'3", 6'4". Big old number 77, Ricky Martinez. And he's a junior offensive guard for the Calallen Wildcats, so he still has another year. They're going to try a field goal here. This one's spotted at the 17-yard, 27-yard field goal for Calallen. And this one looks like it's good, and it sure is. Miguel Cantu taking a 27-yard field goal. 43-0. Calallen. It's been all Calallen in this football game. But you got a big boy like number 77 down there, David Ricky Martinez.
Look at him towering over the coach.
Probably one of those D1 prospects. If we did a little bit of research on him, he'd probably be one of those boys, maybe not D1, but certainly college level material.
Yeah, huge. He just dwarfs everybody on the sidelines. It's amazing.
So he had actually came out and went back in, but it was the field goal team that went back in there. So I don't know if he's going to be playing anymore. Big old Ricky Martinez of the Calallen Wildcats. He's a big boy, man.
Be an interesting game, I think, here next week as well as the Wesco East Wildcats travel over here to play the Calallen Wildcats.
Probably some Wildcats from Wesco East here doing some scouting somewhere in the vicinity. We got our friends over at Wesco East, Coach Burgett, Coach Brown, Coach Guzman. They have their hands full with Eagle Pass. They were up 14-7 at the half.
We've done our fair share of games for the Wildcats. And, certainly I know my first game was Wesco East in La Feria, up in the Crow's Nest there in La Feria Stadium. So a lot of fond memories of calling games with Wesco East.
Looks like we have our first final, and Donna in a big one. They beat PSJ North, I should say, 32-7. Getting that text right now. Take a look, see if we can get any more